It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Buccaneers and the Jets next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They are led out by the Wake Forest alum, broke into the league back in 2018. Here's John Wolford.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Second down and a yard. Opting to run again here with White. He stiff arms him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Wolford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wolford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Wolford going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Travis. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Travis. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun on third down, Travis. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wolford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing is Wolford on third down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball, but they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st down, Travis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A throw over the middle taken in.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Wolford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, here's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Wolford to throw. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York ready to go again offensively. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Travis. That is caught, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Travis. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wolford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Travis. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. 37 yards. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Wolford. And that's going to be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Travis. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Travis. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wolford. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Wolford looking to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New York set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Travis. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a toss right side with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 44 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And Wolford now on first down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
On first down, Wolford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first and 10, here's Wolford. Able to get away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The Wolford now to throw. This ball complete to Durham. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Wolford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Wolford. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have regained the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Throwing to start the drive. Travis. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They run straight ahead here with White. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Travis. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Finding Williams once more, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Travis throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Wolford to throw on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And now out come the Jets. Throwing on first down, Travis. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Travis. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Wolford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Wolford now on 1st down. This is White on the screen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Wolford going to throw. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. From the gun, it's Wolford, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Wolford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay,
in
Coach,
our
thanks
games.
as
Still a lot
always.
to keep an eye
This
on.
one's
Guys
still anyone's
battling,
game as
trying
we
to make a
welcome you
ball
back
club.
for
We'll send
quarter
it back
number
to two
3.
guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game, because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
Strubler to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The give now to Abanikanda. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Strubler. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Trask and the Bucs now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Edmonds again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Trask. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The throw over the middle taken in. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Ruckert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, here's Strebler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Bryce Hall there defensively. Now 2nd and 5. To throw is Strebler. It fights him off. Trucks over him. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Davis is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Trask and the Bucs now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Trask now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Webb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Strebler sets to throw on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Strebler. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Now Strebler. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Shoves him away, and he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Trask. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Trask to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And the Jets set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd down, here's Abanikanda. Fights off the defender. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Abanikanda, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Strebler to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Trask and the Bucs now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now a 2nd down throw for Trask. And he fends him off. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Out of the shotgun, Strebler. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Abanikanda. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Abanikanda once again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd and 12. Here's Strebler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Trask on 1st down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Strebler to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Strebler. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Trask and the Bucs now going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Trask. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Trask down to his final gasp here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
2nd down and 3. To throw is Strebler. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. A nice little juke. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, That's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Trask now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, it's Trask. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On third down, Trask. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Trask to throw for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for their strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Trask now. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Trask. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10. And going back to the air with Trask. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trask. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.